What's up, guys? Oh man, this isn't a sad. This is like an anger drink tonight because I'm just like I need to calm the nerves almost. Ugh. All right, you go over there. Wow. That was some pretty piss poor defense. Jeez Louise, man. Miami Heat, they lose to the Chicago Bulls tonight. 133 to 124, get nearly doubled up in the fourth quarter. In a second half, they just, couldn't stop Chicago at all. Really a game they couldn't, but that second half in particular, true to Miami's form, if they have a bad defensive quarter, usually there's going to be a quarter that the offense dries up on them, and that was this one. Too many turnovers, and I would say probably, Miami does what it does, which is find themselves back at 500, 24-24 on the season, which is, pretty much what they've been. I said on this trip, if you can go 3-1, I think that would be the goal with the competition you're taking on. That's still in play here, obviously. But now you got a second out of a back-to-back. This felt like a game that the Heat really had in hand, and then just got the doors blown off them defensively. You'll look at this game tonight, guys, and you'll see a lot of good offensive performances tonight. Like Tyler Hero flirted with the triple-double, but he had 6 turnovers. Bam Adebayo, nice performance, but Vucevic got going in the second half. Niko Jovic, 20 points tonight. He was awesome, but the rookie that they had, Matis Bella, what the hell is that guy's name? Matas Bazelis. Oh, my God. That kid was unconscious, and he was giving Jovic the work tonight. It was, oof. Kobe White got off in the second half. Ayo Dosunmu, seemed like he was everywhere, just beating Miami Heat off the dribble. And, I don't really know what the hell was going on with Spo's rotation tonight. It's funny for a game where, nobody was guarding. Nobody was guarding. Duncan Robinson gets his patented 2 for 2, 2 fouls, 2 minutes. But he came out of the gates on fire today. He basically played token starter minutes today. Duncan Robinson played 11 minutes today for the Miami Heat. And I'm just trying to figure out, for all that is holy, someone's going to have to tell me. Someone's going to have to tell me what in God's name Eric Spoelstra sees in Terry Rozier. That Terry Rozier is out here playing 29 minutes, 2 for 12. Let me repeat that. 2 for 12. Under federal investigation. And maybe the person who should be investigated is the head coach of the Miami Heat. This guy was out there torpedoing the team. Because even when the defense was awful, oh my God, he's getting to the rim and it's just like, I'm trying to remain calm on that, dude. But I for the life of me, I even put the Duncan thing out of my mind. I was like, all right, Spo, just think it's not one of them matchups. Fine, whatever. You're off the dunk yard, dog, for whatever reason. Okay. Which, how sick does Duncan have to be of the yo-yoing in his career with Eric Spoelstra? Haywood Highsmith had a nice start to the second half. One of your only guys who can stand in front of somebody. You zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. The locksmith, put him away. Eric Spoelstra won't use him. Nope, but Scary Terry. Hey, this guy, Eric Spoelstra will use nonstop. Somebody explain it to me. Explain it to me, dude. I'd love to know. I'd really love to know. The worst trade in franchise history. Nice dude. Always wanted to be here. D Wade, disciple rides for the franchise GOAT. But you gave him a first round pick for this guy, and we're sitting here talking about Bradley Beal and what that's going to do to your. What this guy is doing. Oh my God. And I know what Eric's supposed to do. We got to do tough things. I don't even need to watch the postgame tonight. Well, we got to commit to tough things. We got to do tough things. Yeah, you're right. 133 points to a Chicago Bulls team that's playing a bunch of babies and misfits who are looking to get traded? Yeah, I would say so. You got to do tough things. And I was distracted the entire time. I feel like a fool. The entire time I was dazzled by like lob porn the entire game. It like warped my mind. I sat here and I just was like, oh my God. Kel'el to Bam, Bam to Kel'el, Kel'el to Bam, Bam to Kel'el. Oh my God, it's amazing. And I just thought that at some point I got so distracted and so oversaturated with lob erotica that I thought at some point the Miami Heat would stop turning the ball over just for a few possessions, because that's what they did every game. Every time the Bulls flirted, this happened many times this game. We're like, the Bulls were making a comeback, and you're like, But then the Heat would like put a stop to it. Like Lonzo Ball hit a three, and then Bam Adebayo got going, and he hits a jumper, and then Bam hits a three. Hero hits a three. Nico hits a three. You're like, all right, cool, dude. We seem like we're in a good spot. We're gonna get to a good spot, and then all of a sudden, I mean, on the offensive side of things, like you would have liked to celebrate a night tonight. I thought Jaime played such a good game. Such a relentless game from Jaime Jaquez. Really good to see. Like, didn't settle, played his ass off, and then Spo benches him for Terry Rozier, and I'm trying to rack my mind around why the hell he did that. And then he comes in there, and Kobe White just, like, blows by him like the Roadrunner. Meep, slam. I'm not going to lie. Perhaps I talked too much shit about Vucevic this morning on the radio show. I thought I was going to look like a genius after that first half. He was a brick. But of course, I will be haunted by Nikola Vucevic for the rest of my days. He will haunt me. I will just get cold sweats thinking about Vooch and everything that he has done in my Heat fandom. But a terrible loss today by this team. A terrible loss by this Miami Heat team. Who, look, again, I'm not sitting here trying to say I think this Heat team's going anywhere. I know with the Jimmy thing, with the youth, there's going to, and Spo's affinity for playing guys who are under federal investigation. I know there's going to be lumps. But, if we're going to go to their recent losses, the recent losses have been to good teams. I'm looking at it. Miami's lost to the Clippers, the Lakers, the Nuggets. Probably the worst one they've had since the Trailblazers. But Bucks, Cavs, they've TCB'd when they've TCB games. Like, they've been taking care of it. Like, they've been getting the better. They've been beating the bad teams. And tonight you beat a team a game that felt like Miami had it in hand, and then they didn't. It was over with. Miami. Bazelis was just crazy tonight. Did he finish perfect tonight, the rookie? 10 for 10, 4 for 4 from 3-point range. Too comfortable. Josh Giddey, 8 for 14. Dosunmu, 8 of 11. Just too many guys just feasting. Giddey giving Duncan the bit. I mean, you want to talk about intangibles on intangibles. Giddey up, dude. I mean, he was blowing by Duncan Robinson early on, but then Tyler, too. Yeesh. 6 turnovers tonight for Hero. And, Hero's counting was good, but and I love a Hero who's getting to the free throw line, but hey, dude, heavy is the head. And that fourth quarter from him, no, not good enough. Not he had a couple of opportunities there where All right, things were going bad. You expect it to go back. Bam, it's a jumper, and then Tyler gets the rebound, loses it out of bounds. I'm just like, Jesus. And then they get it back, and he gets an open three, brick. Oh, just too strong. Couldn't get, his three-point shot just gone off the rails. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Fourth quarter tonight. Let's get the game book up here. I'm into reading a horror story tonight. Chapter 4, the fourth quarter. Yeesh. Bam had 9 points. Kel'el, 2. Tyler. Whew. Yeah, this was his fourth quarter. 2 points, 0 for 3, 0 for 2 from 3, 2 for 2 free throws, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers. Terry, 1 for 5. 1 for 5 in the fourth quarter. Second on the team in shots to Bam, who was 4 of 6. Explain it to me, dude. Somebody just sit here and explain it to me. You know, while we're sitting here and we're stressing minute by minute, right? Minute by minute about the deadline and what's going to happen and who's going to go where. Can somebody in the Heat organization just, like, are you just accepting of it right now? Because it's like, you know, we got a lemon. I know that the air conditioning doesn't work, but, you know, it's a sunk cost. We can't get anything back on it. It's like, what? I don't. We're sitting here and it's supposed to, you know, this was like a nice, like, you know, it would have been a nice youth movement game and there were some licks, but like that stuff is just depressing, dude. Haywood Highsmith, Duncan Robinson combined for 43 seconds in the fourth quarter. Terry Rozier played 10 minutes of the fourth quarter, over 10 minutes. He led the team in fourth quarter minutes tonight. No, I'm sorry. Nico played all. I'm sorry. Nico led the team. He played all the fourth quarter. And Nico, great offensive game. Defensively, nah. I mean, I don't really know who you could say had a good defensive game today. You gave up 133 points to the Chicago Bulls. So, there's that. There's that, dude. I don't really know what else there is to say about this game. There's not. They'll be back at it tomorrow, taking on the 76ers. No Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid returned tonight for the Sixers, had a triple-double. They beat Dallas, and they'll be back at it tomorrow. They will not play Joel Embiid, according to Nick Nurse. So, you know, but when Embiid plays, they've certainly stormed on, and they've trying to get their bleep together a little bit. So we'll see. Miami's going to need to bounce back because this was an awful effort by them defensively. Awful effort, sloppy game, and preventable loss. But I guess this is what mediocre teams do. They go up, they go down. Up, down. Up,